Aircraft on its own would require an additional 10,000 employees.
The FAA now says it alone will clear the jet for air. Tragedy also on a cruise ship in Puerto Rico. Salvatore Anello of Indiana charged with the negligent homicide of his young granddaughter, who fell after he lifted her up to an open window.
I just remember screaming then. I thought there was glass.
And a wake-up call for drivers nationwide. A New Jersey woman faces up to 10 years in prison for causing a fatal traffic accident. Prosecutors said she texted as she drove.
Now, this comes in a state that now considers that just as serious as drunk driving.
Pipe Mishkin, CBS News.
On the North 405 at Roscoe, we have a vehicle that is stalled in the right lane. We're going to have a look at that and the rest of your freeways coming up in just 1 minute. But right now, 9:54. And on Christmas Eve, the sports world rested almost. Here's KNX 1070's Randy Cardoon.
NBA, NHL, college basketball, all taking Christmas Eve and the second day of Hanukkah off, and all the other holidays celebrating today. Just one football game on the schedule. BYU visits Hawaii, as we all want to go to. Hawaii Cougars are an independent team. They're 7-5, including a win over USC this year. 9-5 Hawaii beat San Diego State, lost to Boise State in the Mountain West Finals. That's a 15-game season, including the bowl game. Wow. Kickoff is at 5. And at last night's Pacers-Raptors game in Indiana, a teenager had a chance to win food for a year if he hit a half-court shot. Make some noise if he makes it! He's going home with Chick-fil-A for a year! Here we go! Oh my goodness! Yeah, he made it. You know, I tried that for like a year at the Yeltsin Salad Bar. From the Rush Tax 855 IRS Call Sports Desk, Randy Cardoon, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Well, if you're doing some last-minute shopping today, you are not alone. There's lots of some good deals out there. That story coming up at the top of the hour. Right now, it's 9:55. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Here's Jennifer York.
All right, northbound side of the 405. We were talking a little bit about a stall there at Roscoe. They're trying to get us out of the right lane. It's a wide open drive down that northbound side of the 405, so please be careful. Prior to that, coming up from LAX, it's a little slow. Just north of the 90, there was a crash at National. There was also a crash at Santa Monica Boulevard. That's all clear, but the slowing still exists north of the 92 Mount Venice on that northbound 405. Other than that, the drive from the South Bay up to LAX is fantastic. Southbound 405, absolutely a wide open drive. We're in good shape there. There's a stall reported on the 101 north at Spring, partially to the right lane. Any delays at all to the downtown plus. We're in good shape there. Also, one more thing, northbound side of the 405 at National. I've already talked about how slow there is. There's a tree branch, of all things, in the left lane.
brand new showroom, their season of adventure sales event, and semi-annual demo sale. Add that with 100% depreciation tax benefits, and you have one amazing end-of-year sale. Land Rover Newport Beach, located on Jamboree by the Sea, or visit them online at
radio.com or the radio.com app.